welcome back to my channel. My name is Nancy and let's do a little chatting video today. As you can tell by the title, the topic is 17 on K-pop in general. I haven't done much like chatting videos about K-pop and 17 in a really long time. Not because I don't care about K-pop, I don't care about 17, it's just because, you know, I'm less involved in that space now. That's all. That's it. I think because, you know, when I was in my early 20s, mid 20s, I used to spend so much time online, just on like forums or on Twitter or X or whatever, being super involved, and like I think that was like brain rotting for me. Like it was not good for my mental health. Anywho, that isn't the point of today though. I did want to talk about a few things regarding 17 in terms of their concert. I want to talk about the tour. This tour, I don't know if you can see, I brought this image up on my iPad here. This is the 17 Right Here tour. I'm not going to it, if you're wondering, because I know I have gone to a lot of their world tour stops now, but this is going to be the first year that I'm not going. It wasn't an easy decision to make because obviously I love 17, and just because Jonghan is enlisting does not mean I was not going to go see them. I mean, that is a factor of it. I love Jonghan, but I also love all the other members as well. But there is like, it's like a culmination of a lot of factors. It's like my own personal thing, and then also like I'm just kind of mad about this because they're not coming to Canada. I'm not saying I am never going to American concerts ever again. It's just that, like, I don't know if you've seen my previous vlogs, like I didn't have the best experience in LA, and I think that just like tarnished me wanting to go to like LA, even though like that's probably one of the closer stops. I told myself, you know, with this upcoming world tour, like the 17 Right Here tour, I was like, I will definitely go if it is in Vancouver, because, you know, I live in Canada. So I was like, I'll definitely go if it's in Vancouver, or maybe if it's in Toronto. But I was like, I don't want to fly all the way to like the east side of Canada just to go see them. But I was like, okay, if not Canada, at least Seattle, right? At least Seattle. Seattle's not far away from me. I can get there. It's pretty affordable for me to get a flight there. And, you know, I don't have to take much time off, because here's the thing. I work a job now where I can't just leave whenever I actually have to like trade or request time off, right? So it's not easy, okay? Like, I don't know. Back then, my life, I could just like pick up whenever I wanted. I could just do whatever I want. So it was so much different, right? Anywho, there is literally like no stops that I really wanted to go to. Like maybe I wanted to go to like the one in, what's it called? Is it the Rosemont one? Is that the one in New York State? I can't remember. Anyways, that's the only one I kind of wanted to go to, but I was like, I don't want to fly all the way to the east coast of North America just to go see them. Okay, so like there's only like 5 stops, right? But, and again, multiple dates for each stop, but it's just like the spread of the location doesn't make sense. Like I feel like Hybe like F them over. I don't know. I just missed, not saying how I missed like the old stops and everything, but I just think the spread was a little bit better. Maybe they saw that like turnout for some of these stops back then was like not good or something. I'm just a big baby and I don't want to fly all the way across the like other end of the country just to go see them. Obviously it doesn't match up with my scheduling, so I'm not gonna see them. And then also right now, because the US dollar is much stronger than the Canadian dollar, I can't afford it. Like I just can't afford it, or at least realistically I'm budgeting in. I don't want to like spend all this extra money just to go see them. I have seen them a lot of times already. Like I was discussing this with one of my other friends, saying like, you know, we did get to see them quite a bit as 13, so I'm not mad. Like this will be a great opportunity for other people, and I do hope they sell out, obviously, because that's what I want for them. It's the best for them. But yeah, like right now, like with concerts and everything, I'm like, is it that I'm concert out, or I don't know. Like a concert experience is like great and all, but like I don't know if it's just me, like maybe I'm just like really tired and I don't want to like go out of my way to go see them anymore. Like maybe I'm just like fed up living in a place where, you know, they really don't come here often. So yeah, I think that's the thing. And then also combination of like money and time. And yeah, there's just so many factors. But I am a little bit sad that, you know, Jonghan and June won't be part of this tour this time. Obviously, I'm happy for them because, you know, especially June, because he can do his acting, which is great. I'm happy for him. But I mean, it's kind of like bittersweet knowing that, you know, 17's time is going to be up, as in not as 13 anymore. Like they're still going to be active and stuff, but it's not the same because they're not all together. And you know, people do get sick and ill, but you know that they're going to come back, right? And like 2 years isn't a long time for military. It's going to flash right before our eyes anyways. And by the time that 17's done their enlistment and like they're all back together again, I'm going to be an old grandma anyways. I don't know if I'll have kids, but I'm just saying I'll be old anyways, and you know, it'd be nice to see them when they're all together if they do decide to like be back together and do a tour again. So that'll be awesome. But yeah, so for now I'd say probably not gonna go see them, at least not this year. And then like, yeah, I just feel like now I don't have that much time to spare for K-pop. Like it's kind of like sad to say. Like I still enjoy K-pop. I love K-pop. Like I love listening to it. Love the visuals. I love my girl groups. You know, right now I'm like loving Kiss of Life. Cat's Eye's pretty cool too. Who else has been awesome? Like honestly, I still love Twice. You know, still love Red Velvet. I love aespa. I love IVE. New Jeans is still killing it. So anyways, I still think K-pop is still always going to be like in my heart. It's just that right now, you know, it's not my priority, and like going to concerts right now, it is a financial burden. Like I didn't realize how much back then. I was like, yeah, just like throwing all this money away into concerts, and like I don't regret those experiences at all. I cherish them 100,000%. But yeah, like it's just different priorities in life right now. That's it. And I think that most people will relate to this, especially if you used to go to concerts lots or you used to spend a lot of money on K-pop stuff. But as you have more years in K-pop, like it's not the same anymore. I think in the initial beginning phases, you get like this high off of like K-pop, right? Like you're like, oh, this is so exciting. I'm gonna attend all the cons and go to concerts and then get as much as possible. And then after a while, it's like a little bit like overwhelming, oversaturated, and then there's also like a lot of disillusion. And at this point in time, especially with boy groups and the state of Korea right now, not standing boy groups is like a bad thing. I'm just saying that like you always gotta like take a step back and remember that idols are humans. They're not like any special people. As much as I love my idols, especially as much as I love like the boys in 17, like we can never truly know who these people are at the end of the day. So, you know, that's why I'm like kind of take a step back, because again, they're idols. They're to be idolized and everything, but we as consumers and humans, we should not put them on pedestals and think that they're better than us, and invest all our time and effort and energy to it. You know, there was a certain point in my time where I invested a lot of time into it because it was like escapism for me. It was like kind of nice to like look forward to something, like look forward to concerts, look forward to comebacks, looking forward to new music, and I still enjoy the music. But yeah, I think it was kind of like a period for me where I was like, it was not a coping mechanism, escapism, more so like it made me feel better, and then also it was kind of like a way to pass the time, but now like there's just so much things to do in a day that I could be doing other things other than just spending all my time just being a stan. You know, when people are like, oh, you're not a true fan of them, you're not a stan of them, because like you're not obsessing over them all the time, you're not spending all your energy fighting for them, voting for them, like bulk buying their albums and stuff like that. But I think, you know, I'm at a healthy point with my relationship with K-pop and K-pop groups specifically, to be like, yeah, you know, I still love them, I enjoy their music, I'll still support them in my own little ways. But yeah, taking a step back where I don't have to be like, I need XYZ merch, I need this, I need to do this, I need to attend other concerts in order to feel like a true fan. Don't let someone make you feel bad because you do not own something from this idol or group, or that you haven't attended any of their concerts, or that you don't have their light stick, or that you don't know their fan chants. Like, you're not any less of a fan of someone just because you don't meet a certain level of requirement that the internet has painted out of what it means to be a stan or a fan. I think that's like utter bullshit and not a healthy and mature way to look at things, right? Stan culture is very much ingrained with like young people culture. Not saying that you cannot be older and be a stan, but I'm just saying that like it's like a high mindset. Like, you know, when you are growing up, you want to cling on to something to give you identity. K-pop was that for me. Like, I literally grew up like since I was like 13 or 14, like identifying, being like, oh, I see myself in this, or like I can look up to this because, you know, I wanted to look up to something, I wanted to feel something, right? So I think in terms of that, that's all I wanted to touch upon. It's a little bit sad right now in terms of like, you know, the state of how Korean media is right now. I mean, it was inevitable because we already knew like there's a lot of bad people on earth, and I'm talking about like in the past, like how many years where, you know, idol culture is like very toxic, like, you know, the beauty standard is toxic, the stan culture is toxic, but then also there's a lot of toxicity with like Korean society and like, you know, masculinity and misogyny. Now you can see that there is a little bit of like light shedded with all these like cases regarding, you know, mistreating women, abusing women. Again, these topics are not light at all, and hence why I'm like, it just, yeah, it puts a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths when they think about like stan culture and like, you know, even looking up not just like K-pop, right? Like just Korean actors or people in the media in Korea in general. And this is not to say that it is only a Korea problem, because this is a worldwide problem. Like, the whole world just doesn't treat women well, and misogyny is everywhere. I mean, you can take a look at cases like literally in India and in the UK, in Canada and America as well. Hi, Hannah. But yeah, like, it is a sad, sad state, and sometimes, you know, it's all like sunshine and rainbows, getting to talk about like, oh, yes, Hannah, which K-pop boy group is your favorite? Who's your favorite idol? And then you take a look and be like, well, they still treat women like shit in the societies, right? Like, so anyways, that was just my little ramble. I don't know if it made sense, but yeah, at the same time, that's just my stance right now. Hannah, are you happy now that mommy's giving you attention? Yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. If when I edit this video, I'm probably gonna cringe at like me not making sense, because whenever I talk, it seems like I don't make sense sometimes. So I hope I made sense. Anyways, I hope you have a good day. Honey, say bye-bye. Bye-bye.